The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Book Summary, Part 2. Law number 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Essence. People have an innate desire to believe in something greater than themselves. Exploit this to build loyal followers. By offering people a vision or ideology to believe in, you can gather loyal, almost fanatical following. Cult leaders and political figures have long understood this principle, using symbols, rituals, and grand ideas to unite followers under their cause. Figures like Napoleon and Hitler used grand ideologies to create dedicated followings, rallying people around a sense of purpose or destiny. Law number 28. Enter action with boldness. Essence. Boldness attracts attention and inspires confidence. Timidity invites uncertainty. People are drawn to boldness because it signals strength and conviction. When you act boldly, others are more likely to follow and support you. On the other hand, indecision or timidity makes you seem weak and vulnerable, inviting others to challenge you. Leaders like Alexander the Great always approached challenges with boldness, inspiring their followers and intimidating their enemies. Law number 29. Plan all the way to the end. Essence. Always have a clear plan and anticipate every possible outcome. Power comes from foresight and strategic planning. By planning all the way to the end, you avoid being blindsided by unforeseen circumstances. This also allows you to maintain control over the narrative and your enemies, ensuring that you are always one step ahead. Napoleon Bonaparte, known for his strategic brilliance, often planned his military campaigns far in advance, ensuring that he was always prepared for any eventuality. Law number 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. Essence. Appear natural and effortless in your actions, even if they require immense effort. By making difficult tasks seem easy, you give the impression of natural ability and superiority. People admire those who can achieve great things without appearing to try. Conversely, showing struggle or effort can diminish your perceived power. Artists and rulers throughout history, like Michelangelo or Frederick the Great, cultivated an image of effortlessness to enhance their mystique and authority. Law number 31. Control the options. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Essence. Force others into choices that benefit you, while making them believe they are in control. The illusion of choice is a powerful tool. By limiting the options available to others, you can manipulate them into making decisions that serve your interests. This tactic allows you to maintain control while making your opponents believe they have agency. Political leaders like Franklin D. Roosevelt often used this tactic, presenting options that both ultimately served his broader goals. Law number 32. Play to people's fantasies. Essence. People prefer the comforting illusion over the harsh reality. Exploit their fantasies. Most people live in a state of denial or fantasy, choosing to believe in idealized versions of reality rather than confronting difficult truths. By catering to these fantasies, you can manipulate people's emotions and gain their trust. Leaders like Adolf Hitler understood the power of playing to people's fantasies of a better future, using grand visions and promises to gather support for his regime. Law number 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Essence. Everyone has a weakness or vulnerability. Find it and exploit it. To gain leverage over others, you must discover their thumbscrew or psychological weakness. Whether it's a desire for power, vanity, or insecurity, identifying what drives or scares someone allows you to manipulate them effectively. Powerful figures like Catherine the Great became adept at identifying the weaknesses of their rivals and using that knowledge to outmaneuver them in court politics. Law number 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Essence. Carry yourself with confidence and dignity, and others will treat you with respect and deference. People are attracted to those who exude self-assurance and behave with dignity. By acting as if you are destined for greatness, others will begin to believe it too. Leaders like Julius Caesar carried themselves with an air of superiority and confidence, which helped them rise to positions of power and command respect from followers and rivals alike. Law number 35. Master the art of timing. Essence. Knowing when to act is just as important as knowing how to act. Timing is everything in the quest for power. Acting too soon or too late can sabotage even the best laid plans. Successful leaders and strategists develop an intuitive sense of timing, knowing when to strike, retreat, or wait. Figures like Winston Churchill understood the importance of timing in both war and politics, waiting for the opportune moment to make decisive moves. Law number 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Essence. When you show no interest in what you can't have, you reduce its power over you. Coveting what you cannot attain weakens you, as it reveals a lack of self-control and invites others to manipulate you. Instead, by ignoring or pretending to disdain unattainable things, you rob them of their power. Throughout history, figures like Marie Antoinette maintained an air of indifference toward what was beyond their reach, which helped them maintain an aura of superiority and control. Law number 37. Create compelling spectacles. Essence. Dazzle people with grand displays of power, beauty, or mystery to keep them awed and distracted. Spectacles have a way of captivating people's attention and suspending their critical faculties. Whether through elaborate displays, rituals, or performances, creating a spectacle can mask your true intentions and keep people focused on the illusion you create. Figures like P.T. Barnum became masters of spectacle, using grand displays and showmanship to distract people from the truth and draw them into his world. Law number 38. Think as you like, but behave like others. Essence. Hide your true beliefs and intentions to fit in with the crowd. While it's important to hold onto your personal beliefs and convictions, expressing them too openly can alienate others or make you a target. By outwardly conforming to societal norms and expectations, you avoid unnecessary conflict and maintain a position of influence. Niccolò Machiavelli advised rulers to be flexible in their outward behavior, adapting to the needs and expectations of the people to maintain power. Law number 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Essence. Chaos and confusion make it easier to manipulate situations to your advantage. When things are calm and orderly, people can focus and make rational decisions. But when you create chaos or confusion, it disorients others, making them more vulnerable to manipulation. By stirring up emotions or creating distractions, you can force people to act irrationally or lose control, allowing you to step in and take advantage. Figures like Napoleon Bonaparte were known to create confusion on the battlefield, forcing their enemies to make hasty and ill-advised decisions. Law number 40. Despise the free lunch. Essence. Nothing comes for free. Always be wary of gifts or favors. Gifts and favors often come with strings attached. Accepting something for free may make you beholden to the giver, compromising your independence or power. By refusing freebies and always paying your way, you maintain control and ensure that you are never in anyone's debt. Historical figures like Andrew Carnegie understood the value of paying for everything and maintaining financial independence to avoid being manipulated. Law number 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Essence. Do not try to succeed by emulating someone else's path, create your own legacy. Following in the footsteps of a great predecessor can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it provides a blueprint for success. On the other hand, it limits your potential and invites comparisons that are hard to live up to. By forging your own path and avoiding direct competition with your predecessor, you can establish your own identity and legacy. Historical figures like Alexander the Great refused to live in the shadow of his father, King Philip II, creating his own empire and surpassing his father's achievements. Law number 42. Strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. Essence. Eliminate the leader or central figure, and the rest of the group will fall into disarray. Groups and organizations often revolve around a central leader or figurehead. By targeting and removing this person, you can weaken the entire group and leave it vulnerable. Historical examples include Julius Caesar's assassination, which destabilized Rome and led to power struggles among his former allies. By removing the leader, you can create chaos and take control. Law number 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. Essence. To truly control people, you must win their hearts and minds, not just their actions. Fear and coercion can only go so far in maintaining control. To achieve lasting power, you must earn the loyalty, affection, and trust of the people around you. By appealing to their emotions and values, you can win their devotion and ensure that they follow you willingly. Historical leaders like Nelson Mandela understood the importance of winning hearts and minds, using empathy, forgiveness, and moral authority to unite and inspire people. Law number 44. Disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. Essence. Reflect your opponent's behavior back at them to disarm or enrage them. Mirroring your opponent's actions or words can confuse, frustrate, or disarm them. By copying their behavior, you put them on the defensive and force them to confront their own tactics. This technique can be particularly effective in negotiations or conflicts, as it throws the opponent off balance and makes it harder for them to predict your next move. Historical examples include military leaders who used psychological warfare to mirror their enemies' strategies, causing confusion and eventual defeat. Law number 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Essence. People are resistant to sudden or drastic change. Introduce reforms gradually. Change is necessary for progress, but too much change too quickly can create fear, resentment, and resistance. By introducing reforms slowly and incrementally, you allow people to adjust and adapt, minimizing opposition. Leaders like Franklin D. Roosevelt understood the importance of gradual reform, implementing the New Deal in stages to avoid overwhelming the public and political opposition. Law number 46. Never appear too perfect. Essence. Flawlessness can breed envy. It's better to show small imperfections. If you appear too perfect, you invite envy and resentment from others who feel inadequate by comparison. By revealing small, manageable flaws, you make yourself more relatable and less threatening. Historical figures like Marilyn Monroe and Winston Churchill used their imperfections to endear themselves to the public, making them more approachable and human despite their fame and power. Law number 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Essence. Overreaching after success can lead to failure. When you achieve a goal, it's tempting to push for even more, but overreach can lead to ruin. Knowing when to stop, consolidate your gains, and rest on your laurels is crucial to maintaining long-term power. Napoleon Bonaparte's overambitious Russian campaign is a classic example of pushing too far after success, leading to his eventual downfall. Law number 48. Assume formlessness. Essence. Be adaptable and fluid like water, never staying rigid or fixed in your strategy. The ability to adapt to changing circumstances is key to surviving and thriving in power struggles. Rigidity makes you vulnerable to attack, while flexibility allows you to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Sun Tzu's The Art of War emphasizes the importance of formlessness, advising that the best strategy is to remain unpredictable and adaptable. Historical figures like Mao Zedong succeeded by being flexible and adapting their tactics to suit changing political and military circumstances. Conclusion. The 48 Laws of Power offers a comprehensive and often provocative guide to mastering the art of influence and strategy in a world where power dynamics are constantly at play. Through its detailed analysis of historical examples, the book provides a blueprint for navigating complex social and political environments. Greene's laws reveal that power is not solely about brute strength or direct control but often requires subtlety, adaptability, and strategic thinking. These laws encourage self-awareness, teaching readers how to control their image, anticipate outcomes, and manage relationships. However, they also come with ethical considerations, as many of the strategies promote manipulation and deceit. Whether you aim to ascend in your career, maintain personal authority, or simply understand the motivations of those around you, Greene's laws offer valuable lessons on human nature and the pursuit of power. Ultimately, the 48 Laws of Power reminds us that mastery of power requires more than force. It demands insight, patience, and the wisdom to know when to act and when to hold back.